Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set, and towing the slab here, Bowden Francis. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he
dives. What a play!
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Not close with that one. And now 3 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jose Iglesias steps to the plate for the White Sox. And the right-hander's 3-1.
Yeah. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 1 out. Now it's Brendan Rodgers.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out 3 bases at this rate.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He's in there. 3-run score. It's 3-zip.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at second. And foul ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Varsho. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. So man aboard. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Guerrero. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Aaron Civale.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Willie Adames stands in. On the ground, could be 2. Flips it, 1 at second. Out. On to Vaughn, 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the head,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the right fielder, Oscar Colas. And that's in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3. Bottom half of inning number 2, Anthony Santander at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Adam Frazier. Next pitch, not close, up high. That's towards center. Antico settles under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Santander leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now here is Ernie Clement. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one lifted in the air center field. Antico under it. That is the inning. So they strand a pitch. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And there's a foul ball. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And now Jose Iglesias. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Brendan Rodgers steps to the plate for the White Sox.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing for the White Sox, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. 1-1 now. And that one is lifted in the air. Antico on the move to the gap. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Slice to right. Colas makes the grab. And that's the 3rd. Back here at Rogers Center. And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. Brian Ramos steps to the plate for the White Sox. One out, bases empty. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. So 2 down now, and here is Colson Montgomery. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Swing and a base hit. And here is Oscar Colas. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom four. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Up the middle. In time to Vaughn. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Adam Frazier next up for the Blue Jays. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Late on that fastball.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Back to the top of the lineup. Benintendi to the plate. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Hit weakly on the ground, and that's a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. 2 down. Andrew Vaughn now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to try.
Over to first. 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 1 down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Hit on the ground to short. Now the throw to first on the run.
No, he's in.
Not in time. He legs it out.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. With the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And now Alejandro Kirk. Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for Toronto. Still down 3-0. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jose Iglesias. And he grounds one back up the middle. A sliding stop at short. And very nicely done for the out. And up next for Chicago, Brendan Rodgers. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 1-2.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Nothing across here. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Line drive, and that's a base hit into left field. And a good start to the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A two-run homer. It's 3-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row. For the offense, just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Anthony Santander, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. The The left-hander on now, Cam Boozer.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Now here is Adam Frazier. Now a pop-up on the infield. Infield fly called there. Davis Schneider now at the plate. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one.
He's out.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now and welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Brian Ramos. High fly ball out towards left field. And that's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Out to short. Tosses to first. And two away to start the seventh. And next to hit for the Sox, Oscar Colas. And that one hit to first. Guerrero steps on the bag, and the White Sox go. Steven Wilson gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to...
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third. He'll score and then tie it. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had a run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk on the ground. Whips it across, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Man at second. And a count 1-2. Swing and a slow roller. In time to Vaughn. And that is out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead. Sean Reynolds into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's out to center field. Antico under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Andrew Benintendi steps up. And the count 1-2. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall. Throws to second. And he's there with a double.
He's in there, safe.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Really important at bat coming up now.
That's smacked on a line to center. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. The 1-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. So a change being made at first base. And on to run for the Blue Jays, Alan Roden. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Out. And that's 2. Alan Roden now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Check swing, called strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
1 down. Here's the third baseman, Brian Ramos. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. White Sox down to their final out. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with.
Got it, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, Nick Martinez.
Yeah, Boog, last time out, got into the fourth inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
1-2 here. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Benintendi tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schneider hauls it in for the out. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, Bryce Wilson. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, even though guys don't emphasize the win or loss as much as they used to.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and a speedy runner is on at first. Willie Adames stands in. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. In the air out to center. Antico makes his way towards it. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit in the air, center field. Antico under it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Anthony Santander at the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Brendan Rodgers. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one down the line. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball right side. Jimenez. 2 up, 2 down. Out. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. No score here in the second. On the ground at first. Guerrero takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fair ball. Runner on at first with one gone. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. So digging in, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro. In the air, left field, down the line. And a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And he hits a ground ball right side to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And now it's going to be Oscar Colas. Swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty.
2 strikes.
Center field, Varsho. They got it for out number 2. So up next, Mike Antico. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. And gone! His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And a 3-1 on the way. There's a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Right through there, got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Andrew Benintendi. Frazier hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So digging in, Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
That just misses, and it's 2-2. Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's the White Sox DH, Jose Iglesias. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Ball to strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. One down, base is empty. Inside ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Rogers. And that's 2.
He's out.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. And there's your strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. He's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's too low. The count now 2-2. The White Sox hitless so far in the game. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2. Next to hit, Colson Montgomery.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ground ball. Rogers in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Ernie Clement digs in now. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Davis Schneider will hit next. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. Here's the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Singing here on Jackie Robinson Day, what comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the right fielder, Oscar Colas. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Chop to third, but it kicks foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the righty deals. Hard hit to third. Clement over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's a speed threat, Mike Antico. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. White Sox down a run. And it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped. Varsho moving back for it. Way back, out of here. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
Benintendi up here. This one in the air, right field. Frazier sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Back now in Toronto. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Andres Jimenez. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives. And
Sean Reynolds will take over here. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. And there's 2 away. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, right side. On to first. Out. Inning over on the ground out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Burr.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
On the ground, right side. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Jose Iglesias steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's outside. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
1 and 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch. Where
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dan Altavilla. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a foul straight back. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's Adam Frazier. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Glove side, but it gets through. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. So up next, Davis Schneider. Swings and misses. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Varsho. And there's 1 down. Now here is Rodolfo Castro. Late with the swing there. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
2-2 on the way. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Steven Wilson. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a count 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score easily.
Big RBI for him right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Digging in, Anthony Santander.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and there's 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Guerrero up to third on the wild pitch. Guerrero at third with 2 away. Foul ball there. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Adam Frazier waiting to hit for Toronto. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Blue Jays get a run on this double by Vlad Jr. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Get out of town. And they take the lead. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And 1-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Goes down looking. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 4-2. Singy, that's his 50th. Eric Swanson gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 rounds. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Penn Murphy.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Rogers throws to first. Frazier retired. He's 2 outs away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Antico raging back towards the wall. Way back there and gone. His second of the year. It's 4-3.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Looking to get the tying run on base. And now 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
In the air out towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speed.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Matt Waldron. What's the word on him?
Well, this guy was pretty fantastic last season, only losing 2 games the entire year. Just incredible. I mean, you would think that, even when you pitch well and you stay healthy over the course of a season, you're going to lose more games than that. But for whatever reasons, whether it was during his time on the mound or once he left the ball game, the team was able to rally. They were able to avoid the loss. And when you got a pitcher like that on your team, you feel like every time he takes the mound, you're going to win the ball game. So we'll see if that's the feel that his club has this season.
Jose Iglesias steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's through there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. And we're back. On the hill here today, Davis Martin.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club. Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it right on time.
There's a swing and a drive. Up against the wall and brings it in. Okay, let's check out the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming against you. So important
to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. 2 on, 1 out. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And that will end the inning. Second inning set to go. Here's the veteran second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Frazier makes the catch. And there's 1 down. At the plate, Kyle Teal. So now 1 and 2. Second inning here, no score. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab for the second out. Now the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro. Two outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Varsho makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Adam Frazier. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the...
Hammered on a line, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
That's 3 singles in a row. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful...
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 3.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Fires over to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your team.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Man at first with 1 gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Colas pulls it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Martin checks over to first, and he's back.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
1-2.
Crazy.
Two on, 2 outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside, almost got him.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Benintendi is there. Makes the grab, and the inning is. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, ranging back and out of here. His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 4-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Stepping in, Mike Antico. Antico went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. And that one popped in the air, left field. And that is that. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. It's now a 4-1 ball. As we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Adam Frazier. On the ground, right side, but that rolls foul.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Inside, almost got him. That one a little bit high. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now, Ernie Clement. Off balance feed, there's 1. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Benintendi hustles to get it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. Swings through that. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. This one smacked out to left center. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Lifted in the air out to left. Barger makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here's the pitch to Adames. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first. Here comes the skipper. New pitcher for the White Sox, Caleb Killian.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and he made a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. In there safely. First and second, no outs. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. At the belt and fires. Sneaks through, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score. It's 5-1. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me.
Montgomery takes it to the bag. That's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Adam Frazier. up the middle and a base hit. Vladdy comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So a man at first. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. So 2 runs. Right side. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
1 out, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Oscar Colas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swinging a foul out of play. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the... Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Ernie Clement. And a 1-2. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Rogers whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball line to center. Antico makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Start of the 6th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mike Antico.
2-2's the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Popped up. Clement moving under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. Fly ball center field. Varsho pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit. Fly ball down the line. Barger on his way over. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Willie Adames stands in. To the right side, Rogers. And they get Adames for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Back now in Toronto. And now the DH, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a miss.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Jays leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Next to hit, Kyle Teal. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Man at first, nobody out. So up next for Toronto, Adam Frazier. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And it's now first and second to start the inning. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. And that'll load the bases. Bases loaded, nobody out. And now here is Ernie Clement. And the 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
That one the other way. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Now the left fielder, Addison Barger. Frazier over at second. Kirk at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. That one drilled left field, and that's a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline. He's there. Here comes the manager out of the Cam Boozer taking over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago. And here is Andres Jimenez. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Paul Sewald.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So man aboard, Colson Montgomery will hit next. Inside, just missed.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Count's full.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
The flip. They get 1 to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Line to left. And foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Varsho pulls that one down. And that'll do it. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. In time to Vaughn. And Guerrero is set down. 2 down, base is empty. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. The 2-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Angel Bastardo on to pitch here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and
a little roller up along first. And it goes just foul. Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the...
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further, get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. Getting the nod on the mound, Cal Quantrill. What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And up next for Chicago, Owen Miller. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And a dangerous hitter, Jimenez. Tosses to first, 1 out in the top of the first. Ian Happ up to hit. Second and third, 1 away. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. 1 run's in. The second run scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A gigantic blast. His 4th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Quantrill back to work. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Swanson digs in. High fly ball, right field. Frazier. And there's 2 down.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. They move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Back here at Rogers Center. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Jameson Taillon.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that
out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is off the top of the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into the...
Dives and he can't hang on. Coming home, fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-1. Man at first, and next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong makes the play, 1 away. So man aboard, Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Coming home, he will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat it.
On a line, base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Half settles under it. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second. Here's Nico Horner.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Fires over to Guerrero. And a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now. And here is a swing and a miss. That retires the side. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That one hurts right there, as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
And he pops up the bunt. And there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ian Happ now at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure,
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one hit to right. And it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off.
Over to Swanson. He turns it back to first. Double play. 3-6-3. Nicely done. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Kelly to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th. And the batter now, Griffin Conine. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Late that time, and it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Quantrill back to work. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Zips it across, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 and 2.
This one in the air. Swanson corrals it. 1 down. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Strikes him out. Went with the sweeper, and it worked. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Blue Jays down a run. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quiet. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
He'll do it himself, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8, and the Cubs are down. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames. On the ground to first. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Out towards left center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. He's got it, and that is the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball. Adames, the throw to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Barger snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Well, we go bottom 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. And that one ripped to left. And there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, his hot hitting continues.
New arm out of the bullpen, Tyson Miller.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. Here's Adam Frazier. And a pitch. And a count 1-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Now that is third baseman
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. That one lifted to left. Happ sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that.
now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chad Green.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swung on. Popped up on the infield. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Borucki.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
He steps on the bag, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's going to be Alan Roden. Looking to get the tying run on base. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in. Scoring position. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Leo Jimenez. Big spot for him here. So the tying run is second. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And there's 2 away.
Good slider inside right there.
The new pitcher in the game, Phil Bickford.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now that's smacked to right center. Makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Leo Jimenez. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Well, 1-run game. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Owen Miller. That one out to right. Frazier makes the play, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Javier Assad.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Tucker really on his horse for it. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base hit. And the tying run is on base. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. Gone. A 2-run blast. That's a special one. 100 career homers. It's 5-4.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall and allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin.
Matthew Boyd comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
One down. So up next for Toronto, Adam Frazier. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at bat in the majors, less than 5% have.
Swing and a ball popped up. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. Kirk digs in now. On the ground to third. Miller gets it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time, and Tucker is retired. And now Ian Happ.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Bush. Close but called a ball. And the count 2-1. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Runner on the move. Got him swinging. Throws it away.
No, he's in there.
1 out left for the Cubs. Next is the designated hitter, Griffin Cole. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Fires to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-5.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're back. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Alan Roden. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ moving under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Leo Jimenez. One out, bases empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Entering is the pinch runner, Ernie Clement. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Brings it in. 2 away down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Step off throw to first. It's low and gets away. Trying to send this to extra innings. Runner takes off. Throw there. Safe. And the winning run is now in scoring position. 1-2 now. Got him looking. That's the third out, and we'll play. Ernie Clement comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second. Go ahead run on base. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Down the line, it's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. No outs, runner at first. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. First and second, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Owen Miller. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Got him! And that is a big first out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And it's a 2-run lead in extra innings. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Hitting the air out to center field. Varsho makes the play, and that is that. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Porter Hahn. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Liner caught it second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
The tying run at the plate. Swung on, belted. Back there. Out of His second home run of the game. It's 7-7. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
To the right side. Got him on the off-balance throw. Frazier retired. So up next, Addison Barger. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in extra innings. That one missed.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. On to inning number 11 we go. Back now, we're in extras. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the DH, Griffin Kona. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And it's caught for the out. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back. Out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. 3rd home run of the season, and they've rallied from 4 back. It's 9-7. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now. Back to the top of the order, Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive set.
Had him out front for strike 3. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Tying run at the plate. That one almost got him. Base hit into the outfield. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Cody Poteet.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now, Alan Roden. That one not close. 2-2. With the winning run at the plate, we are in the 11th. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Gets under it and pops it up. Bush under this one. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. The 1-1. On a line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. On the hill here today, Zach Gallen. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Next offering way off the plate. Gallen will look to follow up an excellent performance last time out, tossing a shutout.
That complete game shutout in his last start is so rare nowadays, Boog. In 1983, that happened 180 times across MLB. In 2023, there were only 21. Not a lot of pitchers who can do what he did.
One out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Up the middle, Adames. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, today's starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Springer on the move. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Two down, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That's long gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
2 outs, nobody on. Anthony Santander at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And here is Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Top of the second, and now the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Right through there, got it. That K is his 3rd of the game. Griffin Conant will hit next. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Varsho settles underneath it, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Owen Miller, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Adam Frazier. Frazier with some impressive production lately. Hit weakly on the ground. Horner slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Ernie Clement. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, 2 down. And now Davis Schneider. Towards first, Amaya. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, and now it's Miguel Amaya. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's George Springer. Swinging a foul straight back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton Rushing. High fly ball out to left field. Happ hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. Hit in the air left field. Happ heads towards it. Puts it away for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Weston Wilson. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Frazier makes the grab, and that quickly 2 away. So here's Horner now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is
runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Griffin Conine, the next Cub to hit. That one fouled off. 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even at 1 apiece. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. This to center field. Springer there makes the catch. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. This one in the air. Sanchez makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. This to third. Miller. The throw to first. Home half of the fifth inning moving along. 2 quick outs. And now it's going to be Davis Schneider.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Back now in Toronto. Now at the plate, James Triantos. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And there are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And there's 2 down. Ian Happ up to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is that. Offense held in check there. 9-1-2 schedule. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Lined into right. 1 down. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Here's the pitch to Adames. Line drive and a base hit, and that extends the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 outs. Out to center, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nico Horner will come up to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And now 1 and 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Griffin Conant, the next Cub to hit. Out towards right center field. Schneider sizing this one up. Nabs it, and that'll do it. And we're back at the plate. Anthony Santander. And a 1-2. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and that is Springer. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner on at first with one gone. Adam Frazier. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Tag. Ow. Great throw by Gary Sanchez.
Just a mechanically sound throw right there. Great footwork, good transfer, quick release, all those things that you need to do. You don't have to have the highest velocity, but if you can throw it on the money, you can throw out some fast runners.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New pitcher now for the Jays, Zach Jackson. Owen Miller now at the swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Amaya. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat. So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Rocketed out towards right center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Kyle Tucker into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. That misses the zone. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a base hit to right field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
No outs. Runner at first. Digging in. David, runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Grounds one to short. Throws across the diamond. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Dalton Rushing. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. The throw home. But it's offline. He will score.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle. And those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Rushing over at first with one away. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. And that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. So remaining in the game defensively, Cooper Bowman. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Well, 1-run game. So up now for Chicago, James Triantos.
2 strikes.
On the ground to short, Adames. Tosses across to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And now the right fielder, Weston Wilson.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Guerrero gets there. He's under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And next for the Cubs, that's to third. A dive. He's got it. Gathers and throws. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ballgame every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, showing the slab in today's game. Justin Steele.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to first.
He's out.
1 gone, bottom half of the 1st. Willie Adames stands in.
Willie Adames.
And that one fouled off. Ripped on a line to center. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hard hit left side. In time to Bush. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We played an inning. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here is Gary Sanchez. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Frazier. And he makes the catch. Then there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Michael Bush.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Bush. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Griffin Conine digs in now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Cubs are down. Back now in Toronto. Anthony Santander at the plate. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Tucker puts it away. 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Bush. 2 out. Here's Adam Frazier. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. On the ground out to short. Whips it to first. Frazier retired. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there, and not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho. They got it for out number 2. So up now for Chicago, James Triantos.
Number 95.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Popped in the air, left field, and George makes the grab. And there's one away. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
One gone runner at first. Cooper Bowman next up for the Blue Jays. Into center. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Runner in scoring position now.
And a base hit. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fastball right back to the mound. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to first, and that chance handled. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On a bounce right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And Tucker is retired. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
On the ground. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done. So up next for Toronto, Adam Frazier. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And that. And we're back. Here is Gary Sanchez. Right through there for a strike. That's outside. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out. Back here at Rogers Center, and the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Out there to center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and there's one down. Davis Schneider getting ready to hit.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That missed by a lot, and the count is 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Swanson fires over to first. Got the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Cooper Bowman next up for the Blue Jays. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. That. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And the batter is George Springer. 1 out, base is empty. Fly ball to right. Schneider. And there's 2 away. And next for the Cubs, James Triantos. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. The other way, Jimenez fires to first on the run, and they get the out. So he's perfect. Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is Springer, and makes the grab. And there's 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a tapper. In time to Bush. They don't come much closer. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time.
Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. To the right side, and that's just foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right side, hard hit. Jimenez throw to first. And Tucker is... New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Tyson Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tyson Miller.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now here is Dalton Varsho. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Now the left fielder, Adam Frazier. In the air out to center. And it falls. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Varsho on third. Frazier on at first with 2 down. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
Here's a high chopper. Jimenez gets the catcher by a step. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Frazier brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Phil Bickford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-2. And that just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Barucki up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Assad warming up as well. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And there's one down. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Here's a 1-1. In the air on the infield, Bush has this one sized up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That one just sounded. Now on the bump, Javier Assad. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On the ground to the left. And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
And just like that, the no-hitter is over. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Fires over to Guerrero. That takes care of Springer. Here's the second baseman. To third. Bowman. Slings it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 1 out left for the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Sewald is just 1 strike away. And a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great.